Good to go.
Alright guys, hi, I'm Ross. Trying not to bore you guys to death here. Michael Jordan once said, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it. Go through it or work around it. Michael Jordan knows a thing or two about overcoming obstacles. He was cut from his high school basketball team, but went on to win 6 NBA championships. He is widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time. I too have been faced with and am dealing with obstacles I wasn't sure I could overcome. Just playing high school basketball, maxillofacial surgery, and going to college. Fittingly, my first story is about obstacles I had to overcome to play high school basketball successfully. Going into my freshman year, I was excited to play and confident in myself. I went directly from soccer into basketball practice, made the JV team before I knew it, games were starting. Didn't take long for me to realize that my competition was much longer, stronger, and more skilled than the players I faced off against as an 8th grader. In games, I struggled to stay competitive, while in practice, I was subjected to bad-mouthing from my coaches, not only for being a soccer player, but for not being good enough. This would eventually lead to me quitting soccer because of the coach's hate for the sport, and I even considered quitting basketball because I didn't feel good enough. Rather than just quit and accept not being good enough, I decided to work harder in practice and in my free time, so that eventually improved my game. After overcoming these problems, I was able to have a successful 4-year career. Not even 2 weeks after my senior season of basketball ended with a heartbreaking defeat, I was sitting in the hospital room waiting at 5 a.m. preparing for my surgery. Before I get into that, I'd just like to rewind to my freshman year of high school when my journey to jaw surgery began. I had a severe underbite and I was extremely self-conscious about it. 15 millimeters separated my lower jaw from my upper jaw, and my surgeon claimed it was the second worst he'd ever seen. People teased me about my jaw constantly, and it was an endless source of embarrassment for me, because when I met people, I realized all they saw was my underbite. In addition to the teasing, it was difficult to chew food because my teeth only met one spot in my mouth, so like if I tried to bite down on a piece of pizza, it would slide right out of my mouth. When I was presented with the opportunity to fix my jaw junior year, I'd gotten used to teasing from most people, and the people that I hung around with were used to it. But my main thoughts were my college peers, meeting them, fixing my smile, and being able to eat pizza. Now fast forward through many dentist appointments and surgeon visits back to the hospital waiting room. I was taken in and met many doctors all at once. I was hooked up to multiple machines, and soon I met the anesthesia team that put me under heavy sedation. Maxillofacial surgery is the second longest and most precise surgery behind heart surgery, lasting approximately 6 hours. When I woke up, I could not feel my face, my arms hurt, and my legs hung over the bed because it was only 6 foot long. It was at that moment that I knew my life had drastically changed. For the next 2 weeks, I lived on a diet of Jell-O, applesauce, pudding, and Ensure shakes. I was restricted from any physical activity above walking, and my face was twice its regular size. In those 14 days, I lost 19.7 pounds. I was faced with a great deal of hardships in that time, and many times I felt as if I had hit rock bottom. Instead of allowing myself to fall victim to my situation, I decided I had to work through my problems. Now, 5 months removed from surgery, I've regained the weight and feel like a different, more confident person. As I continue to go through the recovery process, I am being faced with a new obstacle, college. A procrastinator by nature, I waited until the last week of summer to start worrying about being ready for college, and soon was buried by all the tasks I had to complete. Buying books and a parking pass, going shopping for school supplies and dorm items, packing for college, and readying myself to live on my own and not have my mother's home cooking all the time seemed like impossible tasks. Nevertheless, I was able to overcome my procrastination, and so far have been able to conquer the unknown. I hope these 3 examples will give you an idea of who I am, as well as to help you not let obstacles get in your way. Rather, I hope this motivates you to figure out how to climb, go through,